Roots to Wellbeing uses the 5 ways to wellbeing to support your mental health. Connect, take notice, keep learning, be active and give. Thanks for watching.
Making me work too hard for you, knowing I wanna get next to you, but I ain't gonna be the one to run this game and play along. Can't control my honesty.
Okay, hello there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's really nice to speak to you.
Oh, thank you. So this is Chloe. Chloe Castro. She's an amazing artist, and she's got the most beautiful voice, and she's a creative soul. And I just wanted to talk to you today about mental health, about roots to mental health, and ways that you support yourself, Chloe. So tell us a little bit more about you.
Well, I'm an R&B soul singer, artist from northeast of England. I live in County Durham. I'm 24, and yeah, music is kind of all I do. It's the only thing that gets me through. I don't know about you guys, but music's like a big thing for me, for helping me just with everything. Just listening to music and just making music for me, but even just listening to it is just, it's all I talk about. It's all I do. It's all I know how to do. So yeah, that's who I am, is my music, really. And yeah,
that's amazing. I think to have a gift and to I mean, some of these videos we've talked to, like for instance Carol Ann talked a bit about YouTubing, for instance, how it watching YouTube helped her, and then creating. I think to be able to be able to share with the world, to share your gifts, and to be able to connect with others through what you do is amazing. What have you got, any influences, anything that sort of supported your journey musically?
Yeah, I mean, well, artist wise, like my favorite artists have been, like, Amy Winehouse was my ultimate like favorite, in terms of just her voice was incredible, and the songs she wrote just spoke to me. Like, so when I was younger, I used to listen to her a lot, and she kind of helped me through times as well, like breakups and things like that. Amy was good at addressing those kind of things, I think. So she was like a big like part of my influence growing up and stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to think of who else. She's always the one that sticks out for me, though.
Yeah, me too. I think Amy, fellow Aries actually, Amy sung a lot about love and a lot about from the heart. Really, really, really touched. I think her voice and her delivery just really touched so many people.
So raw, like,
yeah,
and just her normal and herself, and just whatever normal is. Like, I think she was pretty normal. Like,
definitely. And so how do you know, when you're creating, does it is for you as a process, is it you know, is it what you see in your environment? Sometimes is it what you're feeling? How does that work for you?
it's always what I feel, really. I mean, I can write anywhere as long as I'm feeling it, you know, like, and if I'm not feeling it, I can't create, really. I have to be in the mood to create, and that doesn't mean I have to be happy. Just kind of feeling something that inspires me to do something that represents how I felt in that moment, you know. Like, so yeah, I write, things pop up when I'm on the toilet, or they pop up when I'm in the shower, little lines, things like that. When I'm walking down the street, these, like, the best things tend to happen when you're not able to write it down, or like you're too busy, or you're out somewhere.
Yeah, no, I mean, I keep things to write things down. I've got a lot of ideas that come in sometimes, and then it can be, I mean, for me, I get sometimes my mood is up and sometimes my mood is down, and the middle, I sort of struggle with the middle sometimes. But and it's it's just trying to encompass all that great stuff when you've got the energy, and then keeping it for days when to lift you, maybe when things are a bit different. But we were talking about pens earlier, weren't we? Before we started, so
that helps. I like to try and keep myself organized, but it's all not very organized. I have lots of pieces of paper with different lists here and there, and then I've got different journals with different types of lists and all sorts. It's all over the place because I'm constantly trying to keep track of everything that's going on. It's really difficult. I get quite like overwhelmed at times, and you know, I like what you said about struggling to be in the middle. I kind of feel that I'm often up or down. I'm never really in the middle, and when I am in the middle, I just feel a bit, what's going on? This isn't.
Yeah, I think I mean, our emotions and our feelings are what make us human, aren't they? So I feel a bit meh if I'm in the middle. I'm like, it's a day that I don't understand. It's I think for me, I run off at quite a lot of nervous energy a lot of the time as well. But
me too. I've got a mood journal though on my phone.
Oh, okay.
It's an app, and you've got like every day it reminds you to make an entry. You can make as many as you like in a day, and you basically click 1 to 10 of how you're feeling, 1 being miserable, 10 being happy as Larry, and then you write a little entry with each day saying how you're feeling, and you got hashtags for each emotion, so that you can like go back and click on the hashtag and see what days you felt that which emotion and kind of thing, and it draws up a graph for you for like, so you can see what your average mood has been like, the dips in mood and energy as the days go on and stuff like that. So I find quite low mood on a Friday and Saturday, which is weird. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it's at the moment as well, because we're not going anywhere, we're not doing anything, so we're kind of. But like, I don't know, my mood tends to go quite up and down. But it's a really good app. It's called iMood Journal. And
iMood Journal. What we do, we'll pop the link for that underneath. I'll make a note for myself.
It isn't free, but
okay.
I think it's like £1.79. But it's
That's not too bad.
Not too bad. If you need
it is about yeah, thank you. And it is about, I think it's finding what works for you. I mean, I'm both. I'm a clinician. I've been a service user. I'm a carer. So I've often, I like coloured pencils, so I would draw or use stickers maybe. And often for things that, I mean, I suffer from pain sometimes as well. Same sort of thing. I think tracking our emotions and our moods, and sleep for me. If I don't sleep, I get to a certain day. I mean, I've had a couple of brief psychosis myself, so I get to a certain day and I know if I don't sleep that day, that then I might not feel well the next day. So like, it's
super crazy when I don't sleep. It's not good. If I don't sleep for a few days, it's just not good. Lack of sleep can do some crazy things.
Yeah, it really can. And I think at the moment, again, it's that balance. I mean, I have a 21-year-old. She's in bed at the moment, bless her. But it's that difference in structure where we're used to certain structures and certain things we were doing. So and sometimes that you know, if we're staying up late, if we're looking at electronic device, that kind of thing, that can affect us. And sleep is another really important thing. It's important that we have this balance, this work-life kind of balance, and that's kind of changed at the moment. And I think as creatives, that can be the case, because you can be creating and get really involved in the creating, and you have to be able to step back.
Yeah, I used to stay up really late, 5 o'clock in the morning, just making music and stuff, and sometimes you can't do that for too long, because it becomes not creative in the end, because you've not slept for several hours, and like you haven't slept one night, and you've just been like, sometimes you come out with amazing things, but you know, like, you have to know when to stop. And sleep is like a really good indicator for me for when I know that something's not right or something. So if I know like, if I haven't slept well for 2 days, 3 days in a row, then I need to like just keep an eye on it. And I know that if I haven't slept at all for one night, then I really need to call people and sort things out, because for me, lack of sleep after a few days, I completely lose it. I've ended up in hospital a few times.
Yeah, no, me too. I think we're all different. I think it's learning about ourselves. And I suppose what's currently happening for a lot of people that maybe haven't considered their mental health, because for some people decompartmentalize it. They talk about mental health as if it is a being separate from themselves. But obviously our mental health is part of who we are as humans. And our emotions, our sleep, they're all very much part of our mental health and our caring for our mental health, which is really important. Well, have you got any tips for getting to sleep? Any things that you do that make you feel calmer of an evening?
Do you know, I personally meditate every night.
Okay.
Every night I go on YouTube. So I get told off because I've spoken to, I have a support worker, and he's like, you should be on your phone in bed. But I'm like, I don't use my phone. I just put the meditation on YouTube, turn the screen over, and then I just listen to waves, and someone just talks me to sleep. And I actually, when I first went into hospital, someone told me to try meditating to get to sleep because I just couldn't sleep. And I just was like, no, it doesn't work for me. And I tried and it just didn't work for me. But after about a year of being persistent with meditating, and because everyone says it works, so like I had to try. And after about a year of doing it, I can't sleep unless there's someone talking me to sleep, and like there's waves in the background. Now I've kind of become like dependent on it, which is gone from the other scale to the other extreme now, where I'm kind of not dependent on it, but I really struggle to sleep unless I've got my meditation, and that's how I sleep now. So I'd suggest meditating and sticking with it, like, and doing it during the day as well, not just doing it to go to sleep. But for me, sleeping is quite difficult when I'm at a loss, and having someone who you don't know just talking you with a calm voice, and like, if you like waves, some of them have birds and sound of trees and wind, you know, you can get all sorts of different meditations.
Definitely. I mean, we're going to record some meditations as part of this series, just trying to work it out. I actually live next to a woodland, and we set up a podcast channel, but I haven't got the right mic. But I'm lucky I've got a diffuser that makes wave sounds and music sounds, so I can actually turn my phone. Like you, I don't have the phone on. I think there's a way you can do it. I mean, I turn all the sound off of it like you. I turn it over. I don't have it too near my head because I'm quite sensitive to electronic devices. I flip between different people as well. There's different people that I follow.
Yeah, I'll tell you a couple. I follow Linda Hall, who's really quite good. And then there's a guy called Michael Seeley, who does actually more like hypnosis sessions to get you to sleep. A lot of his are very direct at sleep. So, and like helping you detach from overthinking before bedtime, and like his are quite good. So that's Michael Seeley. And then there's a couple of other ones, like The Honest Guys.
Okay.
Go on.
Right, we're going to put all these underneath. I'm writing them down as we speak to remind myself, and we'll listen again. There's a guy I listen to that I quite like, someone called Steve Noble, and again I can put that underneath. And he's pretty good. And also that you can look up sleep tones, like the miracle tone and the 528 hertz or whatever. You can look them kind of things up, and that works.
See, I don't know much about the hertz and that kind of thing, and the binaural beats. But I think and like they've got very specific ones on YouTube that you can find.
Yeah, I think it is just I suppose it's just finding what suits you at that time. And it's a bit like food. You might like one for a while, and then you might just go off it. You might go to something else. Like
with my meditations, yeah, it's definitely like that. Yeah, 'cause you get bored of it listening to the same person as well. Like, especially if you're like me and you do it at night, so you have to mix it up a bit.
Yeah, and I suppose for any of you out there that are really sensitive to electromagnetic frequencies and having your phones next to you, because some people are. Personally, I have lots of crystals around me, lots of grounding crystals.
A table maybe away from you.
Yeah, Or the other option potentially is, we talked on our first video about podcasts. I was talking to my daughter about podcasts, and what you can do with them is you can download them to your phone and turn your Wi-Fi on your data off and actually listen to them. That's another option. Yeah, I learned that this week. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, thank you. So the theme we were talking about really was around connecting through what you do. So how would you say that you feel music connects people and what you do?
I just think music's so, like, I don't know what it is, but it makes everybody feel something when they listen. Everybody's got a song that makes them feel something, you know. And if you don't have a song that doesn't make you feel anything, then there's something wrong with you. Like, most people I've met have always got some sort of connection with music because it's just something. It's someone else that's telling a story that's had a similar experience to you, or maybe something that you'd like to experience, or it could be anything. It's just something relatable, isn't it? And it's a way to speak to someone who's like you, or who might feel similar things the way you do, and can, like, enlighten you on how to maybe do, like, make yourself feel better and stuff, like, or even just calm you in the moment. Like, I don't know, music's just really powerful, I think, and
Definitely.
like, it speaks to me a lot when I listen to music. I don't cry at films and stuff like that. Like, I'm not one of those people that watches really sad films and cries. Like, I might get a bit like, oh, it's really sad, but I won't, like, cry. But with music, like, I can feel it so much more. And, like, sometimes I can cry, like, when I'm singing a song especially, and it just feels like right, and, like, you connect with it. It's like, and I know that other people have that feeling, and being able to, like, connect with people through my music is insane. I've had messages from people saying that, like, I've put smiles on their faces and things like that, and that keeps me going, like, being able, and that's one of my main goals, is just to connect with people and make people feel something, that hopefully a good thing, and just, yeah, make people feel something and connect with them and talk about things that we can't talk about usually, so maybe put it in a song. Yeah, I love music.
Definitely.
So powerful.
Oh, thank you so much. It definitely is. I think there's something in our narrative, if we can express our narrative, and through song and through passion and through heart and soul, you can feel it, can't you? You can feel music can resonate through every cell in your body. And like you say, I mean, I personally, I quite like melancholy songs. Actually, sometimes make me happy. I can't explain that. Like,
yeah, I get that. I just, like, yeah, there's a lot of songs I find that are really, they're sad, but they still make you feel something that cheers you up, or, you know, makes you think of a time that was good in your life, or, you know, it can do a lot of things, listening to a song.
Definitely. Oh, thank you, Chloe. Thanks for all the amazing work you're doing. So, Chloe is doing some amazing work at the moment. We're going to put all Chloe's links underneath. We're hoping we can find a way she can share one of our songs with you. So hopefully we can share that she's got this amazing EP. Is it coming out? Is it now?
So, well, I'm releasing an EP this year. It's got 5 tracks. I've been working really hard over the last couple of years to get them recorded and stuff. It's been a nightmare. Suffered with a bit of mental health on the way, and I've managed to crack a rib during the vocal sessions, which was pretty crazy. I've managed to get it all done now, and so I'm launching a Kickstarter campaign to actually fund the release of it. So that starts on Thursday at 9 a.m.
Wow.
It's basically trying to get you guys to be my record label, because I don't have one at the moment, and the support from you guys is insane. And it's just another way to connect with you guys, I think, as well, to just have people a part of what I'm doing and a part of what I'm making. So basically, I'm just rambling on again. But
No, you're not. No, we love it. So I'm not tech savvy, as people know. So we're going to work out a way. So by the time we show you this video, we're going to work out a way to have all the links underneath it, and so you can see. because we want to hear more of Chloe, and we really appreciate. My God, that's so much work, and you've been singing for so for such time. You've done so much in your career. You've done a lot of different amazing things. So the fact that you're sharing with us about your EP, of course we need to share it, guys. We need to share this EP. We need to get Chloe out there. We need to share through all our channels. So sharing is caring, remember. Thank you so much. God bless you. And so yeah, we will be hearing a lot more from Chloe. We will be sharing how you can find the Kickstart campaign as well.
I'll tell you all about that if you check out my page. It's Chloe Castro. It'll probably be down here somewhere.
Yes.
We'll figure that out. And you can check it all out there. I also have a website if you're interested.
We're going to put that there as well.
Down there.
Thank you. God bless you, and take care. Thank you very much.
I just wanted to say on the end here that I am so amazed with the response to my Kickstarter campaign so far, and I'm so excited to get to share my new music with you all. I hope it brings to you some sort of joy that it brings to me and makes you feel something. And yeah, I hope you all love it. And thank you so much to Tara and Linda for having me talk, ramble on a bit about mental health and how music helps me, because it certainly does. I hope it helps you guys. Please check out my Kickstarter campaign if you can, and please share your stories, and be kind to each other, and let's celebrate Mental Health Week. And if you can check out my Kickstarter campaign, you can pre-order my new record for £1 before it drops. Thank you all for watching, and happy Mental Health Week. Yeah. Ooh, darling, you know I'm for you. You ain't got nothing to prove. Darling, you know I'm for you.
If you feel inspired and want to learn ways to support your mental health, please subscribe to our channel. Or you can find us at www.rootstowellbeing.org. And if you would like to get involved in future videos, please contact hello@rootstowellbeing.org. Thank you.